Good evening, Fernwood. My name's Neil. It's time to set yourself down, make yourself comfortable or uncomfortable, as the case may be, and let's watch some Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman. We are heading into May 3rd, 1976. So let's recap kind of a basic breakdown of last week. Loretta and Charlie have lost the last of their money. Muriel swindled them into believing that there was a son Timmy that Muriel had had with Charlie, and, well, there wasn't. Also, Muriel tricked Loretta into believing that a contract was coming from Clyde, also was a complete lie. She got away with basically the last $5,000 that the Haggers had, and we don't expect to see her. Tom has been getting into trouble at work. He has been involved in union situations. He got yelled at by the management for advocating for another employee. He got beat up by some thugs. And he spent at least one evening cleaning his gun in bed. Dennis Foley has been keeping his various romantic relationships in a holding pattern. He is asking for Roberta to be basically his secondary relationship to whatever relationship he ends up with. He has put off the wedding with Kathy, and Kathy is furious with Mary about that. And of course, speaking of Mary, Dennis has been pursuing her as hard as ever. In fact, when he came most recently, well, that led to a makeout session between the two. And of course, Kathy walks in on that. So now Kathy sees some of the situation that Mary's trying to save her from, but of course, Kathy blames Mary for everything. And Mary has made up some fairly elaborate lies about the situation. I think she's trying to hide the emotions she may be feeling for Dennis. No one really believes her. I think everyone thinks that she's being selfish. At this point, I don't believe Tom has heard, or in the show, Tom has definitely not heard as far as things that we have seen. I'm not sure what might have happened off screen, but that is a mystery that we may be seeing the solution to soon when we start the May 3rd, 1976 episode of Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman.
Mary Hartman! Mary Hartman! Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Lord, yes.
Great day in the morning, honey. You sure was dreaming up a storm.
Oh, Charlie, I've had dreams and I've had dreams, but I never dreamed I could have a dream like this dream. Good morning, baby boy.
Good morning, sweetheart. I bet I know what you were dreaming, but just one guess.
What? Oh, no. I dreamed that earlier. This was a special dream.
And that ain't special?
Oh, you know better than that, baby boy. Oh, now, honey, come on. Come on, I'm going to tell you about this dream.
I could wait. I mean, for the dream.
I know you can wait, but honey, let me tell you about it, because this is real important.
Okay, tell me about it. What?
Well, I was standing in this phone booth, see?
The phone booth?
Mm-hmm. And, oh, Charlie, it was just gorgeous. I mean, it was all lined in white satin and rhinestones and everything. And there was music, you know, with violins and stuff, and it was coming out in the phone booth just lovely, and it was singing, "Get Me Jesus" on the main line. You know, Jesus is on that main line. Tell him what you want. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jesus is on that main line. Tell him what you want. Well, his line ain't never busy. Tell him what you want. Well, call him up and tell him what you want. Oh, I just love them lyrics.
Yeah, they're inspirational, that's for sure.
Well, anyway, I was in there and I was just dialing this number. And guess who I was calling?
Who?
The Lord.
Did you get him? What did he say?
Well, he didn't say anything because no one answered. I mean, the line just kept ringing and ringing, but no one answered.
Well, his line's never busy. I guess sometimes he ain't always there.
Yeah, he wasn't there when I called.
You'd think he'd have a secretary, though, in his position.
Well, I think there was a special meaning that he wasn't in when I called, Charlie.
How do you know?
Because next I was in the closet.
In the closet?
The scene changed, you know, like in a movie.
In that closet over there?
Yeah. I was standing there and I was looking at my very favorite, you know, my T-strap semi-formal that I got, you know, that chartreuse POTUS one with the net overlay and the mother of pearl buttons.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite. That's the one I love to button you into. And then I love to button you out of it.
Oh, Charlie. Well, anyway, now, honey, let me tell you about this. Anyway, it was just fabulous, and this is real important to our future, you know, this dream.
Now, how could a button-up dress be important to our future?
Because it was what was hanging next to the chartreuse T-strap semi-formal. That's what it was.
What?
Just a heavenly messenger, that's all.
A heavenly messenger?
Straight from heaven, a messenger, just arrived.
How did you know it was a heavenly messenger?
Because of the mother of pearl buttons. See, they're real cheap buttons. I happen to know that because I personally bought them at the 5 and dime. Although I don't know why they call it the 5 and dime anymore, because nothing costs there a dime or 5 or 5 and a dime. But anyways, I was standing there just, you know, seeing them buttons just glow and glow and glow like there was neon lights, only they was holy.
I guess it would take a heavenly messenger to do something holy like that.
Oh, he is definitely a heavenly messenger, all right. I know that on account of what he said.
What'd he say?
He said, I am a heavenly messenger.
Then what did he say?
He said, Hook la 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 bukla Good Evening International.
What?
Oh, well, don't you understand, Charlie? He was speaking in tongues.
Okay, so he was speaking in tongues, but I don't understand it.
Well, I did. Just clear as a bell. I guess, you know, because I was in a sanctified mood, you know, talking with the heavenly messenger and all, and I was thinking in tongues.
Well, honey, seeing as I ain't in a sanctified mood, even though you are the veriest angel that ever came down from heaven, I think you better translate for me. I mean, what is all that hookla supposed to mean?
Oh, honey, it's not what it's supposed to mean. It's what it does mean. It means, Loretta Hager's, you ain't doing enough for Jesus.
Now, what right did he have to say a thing like that?
Oh, Charlie, let me give you a little piece of advice, honey. When a messenger from heaven comes down to you and says anything to you, don't you ask him what right he has to say it, because, honey, he's a heavenly messenger, and that's what gives him the right.
Well, but the kind of life that you lead, I mean, spreading cheerfulness and joy everywhere you go and making your own lawful husband the happiest man on this earth, well, I mean, what more could he ask of you?
Well, maybe he wants to ask me to ask less of it.
What do you mean?
Well, when you stop and think about it, Charlie, I mean, lately, all I've been asking from the Lord is for help.
Well, honey, if the Lord has been paying any kind of attention at all, which he has to have been doing, then he knows that we could use a peck of help. I mean, it seems to me like we've been sort of a run of bad luck since I can't remember when. I mean, we wrecked up the Vega on the way to Nashville, and we lost your demonstration tape that would have made you a superstar by now, and we found out that the baby we expected was a fibroid tumor, and we didn't have enough insurance money to cover anything, so we still owe on the hospital and the doctor, and we're going to lose the house if we don't pay the loan company, and the record company has canceled your contract, and there ain't no more money coming in from your record, and Muriel Wang doodled us out our last $5,000 and left me with a son who doesn't even exist. I don't mean to complain, and I'm not telling the Lord how to run things, but if we ain't entitled to ask for a little help, then I don't know who is.
Oh, Charlie, honey, you don't understand.
That's for double dang sure.
I mean, it's like the heavenly messenger said, Hukla la farne bukla shparne.
Meaning what?
Meaning, if you want Jesus to help you, then you've got to help Jesus.
How? Doing what?
By going to work in the vineyards of the Lord. By spreading the word, Charlie. The holy word. The revealed word. I've got to do religious work.
Honey, the Lord made it clear. what kind of work he wanted you to do when he gave you your gorgeous voice and he gave you your songwriting talent. Now that's what you've got to work at.
Well, I think we've both got to realize, Charlie, that my career as a superstar is temporarily at a standstill. And if that's not a message, then I don't know what is. I mean, Jesus wants me to help him in order for him to help us. And I've got to work out in the Grand Old Vineyards before I can work on the Grand Old Opry.
Well, what do you have in mind to do?
Well, the thought has come to me that I should work for the Worldwide Missionary Center.
You mean those people that come ringing your doorbell and have a look on their face so cheery it's like to freeze your face, and they're handing out magazines?
They're spreading the word of the Lord, Charlie, and they're working to bring in the kingdom of heaven and earth.
Yeah, well, honey, a person's got to do what they're called to do. But when you call up the Missionary Society to tell them that you want to volunteer, I wish you'd also tell them what your dream has just cost us.
What's that, baby boy?
Just what we normally do in the morning before I go off to work. And that is my idea of the kingdom of heaven here on earth.
Who couldn't use a little bit of heaven?
Knows about heart anyway.
Okay. Are you going to do this song in your act or anything?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. But see, actually, I'm thinking of going into religious work. You know, spreading the word.
What word?
The word, Mary. You know, that's what religious people call the Bible.
Oh, that's funny. That's very strange. They call it the word?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because the Bible has so many words in it. You know, I wouldn't think of calling it the word. I would call it the words. You know, the words, plural. I mean, it's such a very plural book.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, yeah. But you know something, Mary? You ought to read it each and every day because it's just lovely and it's such a comfort. You know?
A comfort?
Mary, is something bothering you?
Well, I just came over here, Loretta, because I just have a little problem. I really want to talk to you about because you're just my best friend, and I just feel that I could just be very honest and open with you. And
Well, fine, hon. Tell me, what's the problem?
I'm sorry, Loretta, but I can't talk to you about it.
Well, you know, Mary, when you feel like talking about it, hon, you just know that I'm here, ready to listen to you.
Well, I certainly do wish I could talk to you about it because it is a very personal problem, but I can't talk about it. But if I could talk about it, what would you say, you know, if you heard that, you know, I was involved in something that I really shouldn't be involved in, and that I had done something that some people thought I did, but I'm not sure if I did. I mean, a part of me did do it, but a part of me didn't do it. Some people think I did it, some people think I didn't do it, some people believe me, some people don't believe me, and I just got involved. What would you say to that?
Mary, I'm your very best friend, and I love you dearly, so I'm going to be perfectly open and honest with you.
See, that's what I want. I really need that. I need you to be open and honest with me. I need you to tell me the truth.
The truth is, Mary, I don't have a clue in God's green earth what you were talking about.
See, I knew that. I mean, I knew that you would have no idea what I was talking about. Just none at all.
Wait just a minute. Mary, does this have anything at all, by a slight chance, to do with Tom?
Did somebody tell you that?
Nobody told me a cotton-picking thing, Mary, but you know, somehow or other, every time you was upset, it's got to do with Tom. Now, hon, I don't know what it is. The two of those things go together like pigs and slop. No disrespect, you know, of course.
Pigs and slow. It actually does have, it has to do a little bit with, Kathy and Tom and Sergeant Foley. It has to do a little bit with him and Roberta, the social worker, has to do a little bit with her. Roberta and Sergeant Foley still seeing each other, although Sergeant Foley is still engaged to Kathy, but there is somebody else that he loves more than he loves Kathy.
Mary, what does any of this got to do with you?
See, that's what I mean. I mean, if you can't understand any of this, how is Tom going to understand it? How am I going to explain it to him?
Mary, what in the foggy blue morning are you talking about?
What difference would it make since he wouldn't understand anyway? I gotta go. There's one good thing, though.
What?
Tom doesn't know about it. You want me to get that?
Yeah, but you get it.
Hello?
Mary, I'm home now, and I want to talk to you, so you get your butt on over here now.
He does know about it.
Didn't Mom come home yet?
Listen, go on back to bed, Snake.
They just ran off the Sergeant Foley.
Look, go back to bed. What the hell's so funny, huh? What do you know about Sergeant Foley?
Well, all
Huh?
somebody told about the kisses, the half-truth.
Are you telling me that you know about this, too? Do you know about this, Heather?
Isn't that exciting? Are you guys gonna get a divorce?
Look. Right, where the hell have you been?
Heather, go to bed.
Am I gonna be a product of the book?
Heather, go to bed. Go to bed.
I want to see
Back to bed, go!
Heather, go to bed!
I don't think it's a good idea. I have to leave.
Right, now, where the hell have you been? I've been waiting for you for 2 hours.
I thought you might be angry, so I went for a walk.
You went for a walk, huh? You went for a... What the hell did you go for a walk for? When I called you up at Loretta's, I told you, get your butt over here right away.
Well, that's why I thought that you might be angry, so I just went for a walk to prepare myself emotionally. I just felt that it was very important to be prepared emotionally for an emotional situation.
So where the hell did you take a walk to, Mary? Huh? Did you walk over to Foley's apartment? Is that where you went?
Why would I walk to...
Oh, come on! Stop it, will ya? Cut it out. Stop playing the innocent. I know the whole damn story. Kathy told me every damn thing. I mean, I can't believe this is happening to my own wife, huh? My own wife making love to a policeman in my own damn kitchen in broad daylight.
We weren't making love, Tom. He was merely kissing me.
Merely a kiss, huh? Merely a kiss. What the hell is merely about you kissing another man? What the hell is merely about that?
I wasn't kissing him. He was kissing me.
Well, what the hell's the
We're
difference?
kissing him.
Tom, he's saying hell an awful lot.
Well, I'm mad as hell, Mary. I'm mad as hell, and I just asked you a damn question. What the hell is the difference? Who kissed who? Who?
Well, there is a very big difference, Tom. I mean, it is a very big difference. I mean, when there is a kiss, one person is the kisser, and the other person is the kissee, and I was the kissee.
A kissy can enjoy a kiss just as much as a kisser, and you would not have been the kissy if you hadn't asked for it.
Well, I didn't ask, but I mean, what do you think I'm going to do? Go up to a policeman and say, oh, hello, excuse me, I'd like to be the kissee?
Come on. You don't have to ask for it in words. You know that. You must have been doing something to come on, the guy, to let him know that you were leading him on.
I wasn't, Tom. I wasn't doing anything at all. I don't know why you're getting so upset about it.
Come on, will you stop it, huh? I wasn't born yesterday. I'm no dummy. I know what goes on between a man and a woman. Come on. I mean, a guy doesn't go after a woman unless she gives him some kind of hint that it's okay.
Tom, I wasn't doing anything like that. I mean, I was just standing here. I was just standing here like this. I mean, I wasn't giving any kind of a hint. I wasn't leading him on. Like, I mean, I look like I'm leading someone on now. I mean, do I look like
Yeah,
it?
you look like you are, Mary. That's what you do. You do stuff like that. You lead people on. Now, you must have given the guy some kind of hint that you were interested. You must...
Tom, I did not give him any kind of... I didn't do it, and what if I did? Would it be any wonder if I did?
Oh, so now you're admitting that maybe you did come out of the guy a little
I
bit.
didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said, if I did, would it be any wonder?
Now, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
Well, what the hell do you think it means? Hell. Boy said hell. Oh, I've never said that word before. I was really angry. I am angry, Tom. I am angry as hell.
Well, what the hell are you got to be angry about, huh? You kiss a guy in broad daylight in my own damn house, and you think you got a right to be angry? What the hell are you got to be angry about?
What do I have to be angry about? I'm angry because you think that it's amazing that I would give Dennis a hint.
I don't think it's amazing at all. Aha, so now you call him Dennis. That's it, huh? Dennis. I heard that, Dennis.
But Tom, I'm only human. I mean, I'm just a human being. I need affection. I really do. I mean, what do you want from me? The least I need is some kind of attention. I mean, you haven't given me any attention for 14 weeks. It's 14 weeks, Tom. Do you know how long that is?
Oh, yeah? Well, I do, too, pay attention to you, Mary. I pay attention to you.
You know when? I'll tell you when. When we're fighting. That's when. After we have had a fight, you pay attention to me. So we're fighting now? Tonight I'll get some attention from you. Is that right?
Yeah, that's not right. Don't hold your breath on that one, okay, baby? Huh? Huh? You know what? I'm only your husband. I'm not a saint. Not after you kiss Foley. No way, no way. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I mean Dennis. You want somebody to pay attention to you tonight? Why the hell don't you call him up on the telephone? Give him a call. Call Dennis.
It will be so easy for me to go and kiss Dennis again with you behaving this way.
You'd really enjoy that, wouldn't you? You want me to do that, huh?
Well, look what you're doing. You're just carrying on. You're just driving me away. I mean, why don't you just take me? Why don't you carry me over there? Why don't you throw me into his apartment? Why don't you slam the door, lock it, and throw away the key?
You'd love it, wouldn't you? I'll do it, damn it. You want me to do that? I'll do it. You'd love it, wouldn't you?
You know, you have absolutely no right to talk to me this way. None.
No, huh? Huh? I bet. Just tell me you weren't enjoying it when he kissed you. Tell me that. Go ahead. Go on. Tell me. Tell me that.
I don't know what you want from me. I really don't know what you want from me. I mean, you haven't paid any attention to me for 14 weeks, and here you are, you're yelling at me about the first man who even looks at me. I don't know what you want from me, but you're driving me crazy.
Gets me when they fight, because that's sadly the time that they're most open with each other. It really hurts. And let's jump back a bit. Charlie and Loretta. Loretta is, she's begging off of the she's jumping off of the recording studio train. She's definitely not pursuing that. At least that's what she's announcing here. She wants to do more religious work. And I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't know what that will mean, but that seems to be a new direction for Loretta. I mean, she's still writing songs, so maybe she's going to swerve her career in a religious direction. And Mary then reaches out to Loretta, and that Mary has been hiding secrets for so long. And when she goes to someone for advice or to be listened to, she's not even sharing the facts. She's been in such denial about what's going on. And then that scene. And it's not their first fight in the series. But a lot of truth is being stated in there, that it's when they fight that Tom has sex with her. And each of them seems to have resisted meeting in the middle somehow. When it was the May situation, months and months ago, Tom, or after May, I should say, and Tom wanted to get counseling and invited Mary to come along. she refused. Of course, that counseling session ended up being a real wreck for Tom. I don't expect him to go back after that experience. I would want him to go back. I would want them both to get the help that they need so very much. They don't seem to have tools for how to talk to each other. They don't seem to set aside time to talk to each other. They have very strong feelings, and I do believe that there's love in there, but they definitely aren't strategizing for how to communicate with each other, their needs, the things that they're feeling. And it only comes out when things go really wrong. And of course, Heather wants to view it like it's some kind of drama. I guess Heather's us. So that's the May 3rd, 1976 episode of Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman, thank you for joining me this Monday, and we will see you tomorrow night in Fernwood.